I've always loved Anvil Aerospace Tiny Pisces chassis, so much so that I gave it an entire segment in my Total Eradication series. You'll find the link in the pinned section just in case you haven't watched it or if you wish to watch it again. And so, you can imagine my excitement when I learned that the manufacturer would release this year a brand new variant dedicated to medical situations, the C8R. I just couldn't wait to get my hands on it, and so this is exactly what I did. I got one for you as quickly as possible, and today I'm going to review it. Alright, let's talk about the brand new Anvil Aerospace Pisces C8R, and on the exterior it doesn't differ so much from the base ship, except perhaps from some of these shiny lights that it has, or also its distinctive colors. But what really changes is its interior, and especially its cargo area, which is now gone and has been replaced by a tiny medical bay that can barely fit a medicalized bed of the lowest tier. Of course, do not expect to be able to respawn in there. It's basically the same type of bed that is found in the Cutlass Red, although a little bit more upscale looking, I think. And in fact, I think that the difference between the Cutlass Red and the Pisces C8R is that while the former has its place within a small group thanks to its two beds and its ability to offer some support in the fight, the latter really seems to be made for the lone medics who spend their time roaming the verse for a chance to revive the poor souls who just try to make it out there, or at least die trying so. But anyway, for the purpose of this video, that's exactly what we are going to do here. We are going to revive people, not die, right? So, let's take a look at that here. A rescue beacon just showed up. That's perfect. We'll take it right away and head toward our patient, who I'm sure will be amazed by how quick it will have taken to get to them. Well, that is, of course, if Anvil hasn't changed the way that the ship flies. In the meantime, while we are on our way to rescue the person who needs our help, well, we can take a look also at the Q&A that was just released out there on robotspaceindustries.com. And so here are some of the questions that were answered by the developers here. What are the C8R's advantages and disadvantages over a Cutlass Red? Here they do say that the C8R is much smaller with smaller components, which means that the operational cost will be lower too. I'm not sure that really makes a big difference here because the Cutlass Red is also not that high when it comes to operational cost right now. But also the other problem with the C8R is that it's going to be more vulnerable to attacks compared to the Cutlass Red because everything is smaller, including its shield, but it's also a smaller target too, right? Is the Pisces C8 a modular ship, or is the C8R a variant? So yeah, the C8, the C8R, and the C8X, which is the one that's available right now in the verse, all of these are variants of the Pisces. Now, what ships can the C8R fit inside? It is a size 1 ship, so XXS, extra small, so it can fit in any ship that has a hangar, so like the Karak, for example, but it can also fit inside a C2 Hercules as well, if that is something that you wish to do. Now, are there weapons and armor racks on board? No, there are none of them because it's not the purpose of the ship. This ship is a small ambulance, so you don't have weapons inside ambulances, right? One of the C8R's intended purpose is medical extraction in hostile situations and combat. How well armored is it here? Well, it's the same type of armor as any other Pisces, so it doesn't really have heavy armor. Instead, it relies on speed to avoid incoming fire, and it is true that this ship is very nimble and very quick, so that's really, in my opinion, the biggest strength of this ship, and that's why it's one of my favorite ships to fly when I do delivery missions. For example, it is the ship that I got for my alt account, and I'm really glad to be having this ship here for medical gameplay as well. Now, how does the C8R compare to the C8 and C8X in terms of maneuverability and speed? Well, here they do say that the C8R is slightly faster in a straight line, with some extra power being provided to the thrusters over other variants. Now, this is to aid getting into patient quicker, as well as getting out of hostile situations faster. Does the C8R retain the jump seats from the base Pisces? And here they do say that to make space for medical stations, one of the jump seats was removed, although one remains to allow a crew member to care for any patients in transit. I suppose that that's going to be for RP, right? Because they can always lay in the bed, I suppose. Now, how does the signature of the Pisces C8R compare to other variants here? And see that here they say that the components are basically the same. The medical bay does not count here. It does not consume power, so it does not create any emissions. So it's the same as any other variants. Other than the medical bed, what other medical equipment does the C8R have on board? And that's basically the only thing that it has, nothing else at all. How about power usage, right? Will the medical bay affect power usage? And right now it does not, but in the future it will require power to operate. Can players use the C8R med bay as a respawn point? Obviously no, it is a tier 3 medical bed, so it cannot be used as a respawn point. Only tier 2 and 1 can, so tier 2s are those you can find in the 890 jump and also in the Carrack, and tier 1s are those that you have at the hospitals, not the ones in space, though, only those at the landing zones. Does the C8R have any special features to better withstand or evade incoming fire from ground positions compared to the base Pisces? And the answer is no, it's basically the same as you could expect. As it can be difficult to respond to a medical beacon on the dark side of a moon or planet, could you tell us more about the headlights? Do they differ from the standard Pisces? And no, the answer is no again, they are the same. But the regular Pisces does have strong headlights, so I think that it should be okay. Does the Pisces C8R have ground-facing landing lights that can be controlled by the pilots, like for example the turret of the Cutlass Red? And guess what? The answer is no, but it does have the same flashing lights though as the Cutlass Red, so you will be able to be seen from far away, which is also that last question here. All right, well, we are about to arrive here, so let's have a look here and let's see how quick it is to get to our patient. And as you could see, it was quick. The problem is that for some reason in 3.17.4 the turrets do shoot at you, even though you should be legally able to come rescue somebody who is doing a mission in a bunker. So that is quite a problem. But well, anyway, I am quite equipped to do a bunker mission here with an S71 rifle, so let's go inside. I got also the medical gun, and I guess I'll be transporting that poor soul into his ship that's still sitting there, and then I will be flying to my ship where he will get the medical attention he deserves. So let's go down there. Looks like there's only one hostile. Let's shoot at him. And what's going on? I just died because the security thought that I was a threat, me, the medic, and so I died as well. Anyway, guys, that is all for this video. Not much to say about the Pisces medical version, the rescue version, except that, of course, it is a nice little addition to the family line of Pisces, and I suppose that if you are a solo player, it's a great alternative, and it flies better as well than a Cutlass Red. You can grab it right now for $60 on the website with fresh money, and $65 if you are using your store credits. So there we have it. That is all for this video, but let me know in the comment section down below, guys. It's our giveaway question. Are you grabbing one of those? Well, I guess what? It's going to be one of the giveaways for December as well. So stay tuned to the channel. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to answer the question as well. Or you can also get an E1 Spirit on Discord as well. So all you have to do is to just join over there, join our sharing contest, and also you can be a Patreon or a YouTube member for automatic access. Guys, thank you so much for watching. As always, I wanted to give a big shout out to my Patreons too, including Dr. Forbin, Captain Snake, Wolfpack Pug, and Zero Crusher. It's been the Eradicator. I will see you guys later.